You know, we're all taught that to build a truly great business, you need that one big, revolutionary idea, an invention so amazing it just changes the game. But what if that's only half the story? What if the real key to building something that lasts isn't the idea itself, but the system you build to deliver it?
We've all heard this saying, right? Customers will crawl over broken glass to get it. This is pretty much the gospel and what you could call the cult of invention. It's this belief that if your product is a genuine miracle, how you actually get it into people's hands is, well, it's just a detail. The demand is going to be so huge it'll solve itself.
But here's where that idea really starts to fall apart. Because what if that broken glass isn't just some hurdle for your customers? What if the broken glass is actually a massive failure in your own delivery system? And that's the core tension we're going to dig into today, the epic battle between a brilliant idea and a brilliant system. Okay, so first things first, let's really challenge this idea that a unique invention gives you some kind of unbeatable long-term advantage. Because the reality is, that window of time where your idea is truly one of a kind, it's shrinking fast.
This really puts it in perspective. You know, back in the 20th century, you get a patent, and bam, you've got a monopoly that could last for decades. But today, with the rise of things like reverse engineering and super-fast prototyping, a competitor, a fast follower, can see your great idea and launch their own version in just a matter of months. That defensible edge you thought you had from the invention alone, it's basically vanished.
So here's a really crucial way to think about it. An invention, especially one protected by a patent, is what we call a wasting asset. It has a countdown timer. The day that patent expires, its exclusive value can drop to zero. But a delivery system, that's a compounding system. The more you invest in it, the better it gets. Costs go down, availability goes up, and you build these powerful network effects that just get stronger and stronger over time. It actually appreciates in value.
And that brings us to this idea of the infrastructure moat. So if your product idea is easy to copy, you've got to find another way to defend your business. And it turns out, the strongest, most durable defense is building a system that your competitors literally cannot replicate.
And hey, this is not some new flashy tech idea. Just look at the historical giants, companies like GM, DuPont, Standard Oil. A historian named Alfred Chandler pointed out that their real lasting power didn't come from just inventing better products. Their true secret weapon was administrative coordination. They built these vast, complex distribution networks. They were the first movers in infrastructure. And that built a fortress around their business that was almost impossible to breach.
Now fast forward to today, and that same core idea is more relevant than ever. In a lot of high science industries, you hear it boiled down to this one powerful phrase. The process is the product.
Just think about some of the modern blockbuster drugs, like the GLP-1s. A company like Novo Nordisk's real advantage isn't just the patent on the molecule. It's the absolutely massive, sterile, incredibly complex manufacturing system they've built to produce it. See, the regulatory approval from the FDA isn't just for the drug, it's for the entire process of making that drug. So a competitor can know the exact formula, but if they can't perfectly replicate that entire validated system, they can't get on the market. In this case, the process literally is the product.
Okay, so let's just hammer this point home. I want to show you 4 quick, really powerful examples from totally different areas that all prove the same thing. The system is king. All right, Exhibit 1. Let's go back and officially debunk that broken glass theory. In modern biotech, the broken glass isn't some obstacle the customer has to overcome. The broken glass is the vial that the medicine comes in. If your cold chain, your delivery system fails, that cure is completely useless. All that brilliant intellectual property becomes worthless in a heartbeat. Exhibit 2 is from the world of manufacturing. Look, Toyota didn't take over the auto industry because they invented a fundamentally better car engine. They won because they invented a better system, just-in-time production. They totally flipped the old model on its head. Instead of the system just serving the R&D department, the R&D department had to design products that fit into the super efficient flow of the system.
For Exhibit 3, let's zoom out to the whole global economy. Look at this number, 700%. That's roughly how much global trade grew in the couple of decades after we adopted the shipping container. Not a flashy new gadget, not some brilliant piece of tech, a box. A simple, standardized logistical innovation that unleashed more economic value than countless product inventions put together.
And for our last exhibit, let's look at the digital world we all live in. Who really captures the value here? Is it the people making the content, the app developers, the news outlets? Nope, it's the platforms. It's Apple and Google, the companies that own the delivery system.
As you can see, owning the road to the customer is way more valuable than owning the things that travel on that road. So when you look at all of this together, from industrial history to biotech to the modern app economy, a really clear principle starts to emerge. And this is it. This is the big takeaway. Innovation sets the floor. Operation sets the ceiling. A great invention is what gets you into the game, right? It establishes what's possible. But it's your operational system, your delivery mechanism, that determines just how high you can go. It literally sets the ceiling on your growth and your success.
So let's just break that down one more time. A great invention is your ticket to enter the game, for sure. But a resilient system is what's necessary to win the game. At the end of the day, your delivery mechanism is what dictates your scale and how long you'll be around. Because while that moment of invention creates value, it's the resilience of the system that actually captures it.
And that really leaves us with one critical question to think about. No matter what you do, are you laser-focused on just building a better product? Or are you building a durable, compounding system that can deliver that product and whatever comes next for years and years to come? The answer to that question might just define your company's entire future.